Lady killer.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
He's a complicated man, but when he pulls it out, all the ladies understand. Right on.
Hey, what's up guys, conas atatu. So, Frost or Frost Prime, our ice cold tank in Warframe. Mr. Frosty Balls, Mr. Whippy, or whatever you yourself want to call him. But what is Frost's meta? What way do you mod your Frost? And if a random Frost was to join your squad right now, what build would you expect to see him using? It's mostly Globe, right? I mean, we see a Frost joining our squad and we automatically think Globe's down to stand inside while we kill the masses, but that's mostly for defense missions. What about outside of defense missions? Survival, intercept and so on. A lot of players will think the Frost is kind of useless in those missions because he relies on that globe, which is really not true. What if he had a better setup or a better meta, a better fun way to play that allowed Frost to help your whole team out by controlling the battlefield and every enemy in it? Most players who main Frost will have a build similar to this build for messing about with or to run with, but a lot of you guys may not realise how effective this build is. A serious crowd control frame that excels at stopping nearly everything in its tracks by crowd controlling with more than just one of his abilities, and if I'm being honest, it is incredibly effective. Well, this is my crowd control Arcane Frost Prime, and I'm calling him Arcane because of course I'm using Arcanes. Modded for range, duration and a small bit of efficiency. The Arcanes I'm running with are Arcane Energize, so I have absolutely no energy issues whatsoever, and Arcane Grace for the small heals if and when I'm taking damage and I need them. The focus school I'm running with is also Zenuric, so again no energy issues whatsoever. Even when a Leech Eximus shows up to sap that energy pool away from you, no issues. And this build centres around having two crowd controls for Frost, a hard crowd control and a soft one. The soft crowd control is of course his Ice Wave augment that slows enemies down who step onto that ice wave or that icy patch left behind. And the hard crowd control is of course his Avalanche, which stops enemies in their tracks and strips some armour off them. Now, not much armour because I have very little power strength in this build. This is literally just for crowd control. You could build for power strength and Avalanche, which is a really effective damage dealing frame, but this is my crowd control one. Now, if you've been on my stream over the last week, you will have seen me messing about with Frost and my Vulcar rate, testing this setup out, and the range on his Ice Wave is crazy. Whole rooms slowed right down, allowing you for easy headshots with that sniper rifle. Now, my own build is heavily reliant on Zenuric and Arcane Energize for the energy regen, but you could tweak it for more efficiency and a little less duration to help you out with the energy issues that you personally may have if you don't have Zenuric or if you don't have Arcane Energize. Again, it's your frame, your build, so do it how you want to. I put my builds in the videos just as a guideline for you to tweak to your own liking, so as it suits your playstyle. So how did I go about testing this build out? Well, I ran for an hour solo on Agaria Ceres, which is a Grineer survival mission where enemies start at around level 40, which is a mission that I like to test stuff out on simply because of the enemy level and how fast it scales. So before you know it, the Grineer Eximus on that mission are right between level 100 and level 150 at about 50 minutes into the mission, whereas if it was a Tower Fall mission, the enemies are sitting between 85 and 95 at the same point. So you get a little bit of a better idea of the effectiveness of weapons and frames a little bit quicker than you would on a Tower Fall, plus Grineer have serious armour on them. Now, that is the only reason I run Agaria on Ceres, is because of the enemy scaling. The drops on this mission are absolute shit. I wouldn't advise it one little bit. Now, towards the end of that hour-long mission, the only problem I had was my lack of armour removal because I was solo, and toward the end of the mission, the fact that my weapon was impact based as well, it did little to no damage on really heavily armoured Eximus. It took a very long time for me to kill Eximus Bombards and Gunners and of course anything else that had serious armour on it, and because of the lack of power strength as well, my globe was getting one shot, and I was only using globe as kind of an emergency brake, I guess, for when I seen incoming rockets and I didn't want to eat that rocket to the face. But of course, if you were running this mission in a squad with 4 corrosive projections, then that would be no issue whatsoever. You would literally burn through these enemies and go way on past the hour mark. We also ran a 75-minute Tower for Survival last night, and the slow from Ice Wave mixed in with the hard crowd control from Avalanche was absolutely amazing. We left at the 75-minute mark simply because our Mirage was modded for pure power strength and was at the stage that she kept getting one shot and was almost out of revives because Mirage had died a few times too far away from us to get to her to revive her. So we backed out to make sure that Mirage got to keep hold of all the loot and all the nice things that had dropped. Now if you don't own a Frost or you think that he's only useful for his globe, then you really should grab Frost and try this setup out. It completely changes the way that you will look at him. He is easily one of the best all-round frames in the game. Like I said in a previous video, you can mod him for the globe, you can mod him for power strength for Avalanche 2 as a bit of a damage dealing frame, or you can mod him for crowd control. For me personally, crowd control is the best build that I find myself liking with Frost, and running him like this or having a crowd control Frost in your squad with someone else will help you immensely. It is really good. I honestly couldn't recommend it enough. But let me know what you guys think of my Arcane Frost. Do you run with him for crowd control if you own a Frost, or are you happy standing inside your bubble? Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
Yeah, he activated Iron Skin. Went away though, but he activated it.
Price is not dead yet.
I know, he's holding his own.
Bombard go in.
I don't know how he's healing himself. He's healing himself though.
What? Wow! The Bombard Slam killed me one shot. What the fuck? Yeah. I don't know. All I saw was him slamming the ground. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like a slam only. I was behind that.
Hellfire.
To the left.
Sacrifice. Seems like the CC Frost is the one dying the least.
Yeah.
John.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Yeah, I don't have Vitality on. That's true.
Yeah. I need to
Oh, shit.
keep up like
Oh, shit.
combo going.
Consider extraction.
Wolf. Thank you, Wolf.
Another life support capsule
Nope.
is now available.
I was trying not to take damage from that thing.
Oh shit!
Do something, Spectre!
I'm running the extraction. Running
Alright,
out of life
100% air.
support.
Get the life support. Got it.
I picked up the ones on the ground.
Don't be a pussy, Mac.
Do you
Thought
want
we
to
were
leave it?
going
45?
Be a
or
man.
75?
Alright. Let's keep going then.
Good God.
Ooh.
I'm getting one shot
Yeah.
by bombards.
Oh shit.
I think we should extract that, like, right now.
75?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Alright.
combo multiply.
Consider
Fucking
extraction.
bombards. Every time. I just don't have the health.
We will all share in this bounty.
Yeah,
Hold
that
out
Lex
as
Prime
long
was
as you
worth it.
can.
Are we leaving or staying?
Critical life
Do you
support
guys?
levels. Extraction is your best option.
Yeah, I do. With bombard rockets.
Extraction is ready.
I am the squishiest frame here, so.
No.
Life support on the way.
At least when I'm
Critical
standing in the light, I am.
life Extraction is your best option.
I can't believe my fucking Spectre survived that whole time.
Mission complete.
Son.
Excellent work, Tenno.
I still took the least amount of damage.
I kept up doing your damage. Pretty surprised by that. I kept up with Wolf there because I was digging around at the start. I couldn't really get anything to kill.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised.
I mean, that's all spores right there.